Good morning. Good morning. It's 2:52 a.m. I am on my way to the gym right now. There's no better place that I'd rather be. Anxiety and fear. Keep something in mind. Every time I get in this car, well, the majority of the time, I have something that I've been inspired to talk about. And I gotta tell you, I think the most interesting topic is anxiety and fear. It is such a paralyzing feeling. Matter of fact, it's so paralyzing, it is intended almost like a roller coaster. You know, they create roller coasters to mimic the feeling of death or the feeling of fear or the feeling of out of control weightlessness. They do that intentionally because they know that that is what gets people's adrenaline going. That's what gets people's um, emotional reactions. You know, how many people would go on a roller coaster if it went up, it went down, they said, okay, get off. You just stood in line for 6 hours at Disneyland to get on a ride that absolutely did nothing to stimulate your nervous system. Nobody would get on that ride. But they take that ride and they use it and it emulates anxiety, right? That's why they have some of those points on a roller coaster where it looks like you're going to fall off the face of the earth, and then it drops down and you get the biggest thrill of your life. If you have fear that the roller coaster will get you back to where it started, meaning it will let you off at the docking station, then you have no fear of keeping your eyes open, watching the roller coaster as it goes through its twists and turns. It goes on its ascents, its descends, and even putting your hands in the air and screaming like a fool. Because you've already told yourself, this ride has been designed to do this. And since it's designed to do that, I'm going to enjoy that ride. Well, life is a little bit different than a ride because the atmosphere around the ride tells you that you're in a place where it's fun. You go into an amusement park, you pay your admissions fees. Everything associated with this ride is telling you you are in a place where you can have a good time. That's not always the case in life. Sometimes you look around, you ain't even got a friend. So the thought of anxiety and fear sits in a little bit harder, even though the concept is the same. The surroundings support a different story. The amusement park has surroundings of people laughing, eating cotton candy, people getting off the ride, talking about how fun it was, how exhilarating it was. In life, it doesn't have those same support things. You have people around you who are actually in dire straits. This morning I woke up and I had the same situation. I did. It is so funny because the first thing I started thinking about was some deals, some transactions, and some business. And how will I support my family if this happens? But what if this happens? And if you're not strong enough, and if you're not mindful of these thoughts running through your head, they will consume you almost as if they are the truth. You could just sit there and play inside your own head all day long, and the more you feed it, the bigger that monster gets. Never once stopping to think that you've been in this situation before. Never once given credence to the fact that you've been in this situation before, and it wasn't nearly as bad as what you're imagining it to be. But you'll stay in those thoughts. You'll stay in those ideas. And you'll cater to it. And you'll let it rule your life. And even though you're sitting in a position to make a decision, I get it. You don't know how to come out of it. You don't know how to resolve it. You don't know how to make it better. You don't know how to mentally grow. Probably even saying it's easy for you to say. It sounds like you got it figured out. I don't have it figured out. I just told you that I sat there in anxiety this morning over about 20 different things just rushed through my mind at one time. Right now, I'm making a lot of decisions about our finances. So it brings up the fact of the immortality factor. Life insurance policies and death benefits, and this is how long the policy lasts. Instead of putting those things in proper perspective and saying, hey, you got to leave something for them. You got to put your family in the best possible position to win. You will die soon. Eventually, shall I say. So what's the options? You can spend all your day stuck in your fear factor, your thoughts, your ideas. Or you can treat them as they're intended to be treated. And simply remind yourself that you've been in this situation before. And you can come out of it too.